Good morning. This is Caron B Davis, broker owner of Caron B Realty International. And we're sitting here at the Four Seasons Hualalei. And I'm very excited to have Peggy Yuan, broker owner of Lava Rock Realty here on the Big Island. Welcome, Peggy.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time.
Welcome to our beautiful Hualalei Four Seasons Resort.
Oh, no. And it's been so much fun. Peggy and I met earlier this morning and just talking about old times. And Peggy's been in the business for over 33 years, just like me. So she's been through a lot of wisdom, experience, and she asked me, what do we want to talk about this morning? And I generally thought, let's learn about what it takes. What is like selling real estate on the Big Island? What do you specialize in here? And then what is the market currently doing right now?
Well, I basically cover the whole island of Big Island here, and the island is very diverse in the sense of there's always something that's that gears to everybody on this island. I mean, we have such a diversity of property, okay? And just give you an example, you can actually buy a 1 acre parcel, okay? You can buy as low as $5,000 to 20 million.
Wow.
Okay. Yes. And the size of the Big Island, a lot of people, always, that's the number one thing that people ask. Okay.
Yes.
And compared to Oahu, okay, I actually went and did a search on. So Big Island is considered consistent about 7 Oahu.
Oh, 7 Oahu.
Yes, that's how big this island is.
That's how big it is.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
So now then give some people a little bit more, understanding how big this island is.
Wow. And then how about the demographics of, people currently moving to the Big Island? What are you finding with that right now?
Well, since the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
And people know that Hawaii is such a safe area, safe place to live. So we have a lot of, people from, a lot of people from Oahu, a lot of people from the mainland, discovering, our islands and, moving here, to just, because a lot of people now they can do business remotely, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So a lot of people do that, but we also attract a lot of people who, just love the weather and come here for retirements or live here part-time,
And what about the international market? Are you seeing a strong presence here of people internationally?
Not quite as much,
Not quite as much.
Like the Japanese gravitates towards, Oahu, right? Because there's more thing to do.
Yes.
I had some Japanese client in the past, but it was just that because the island is too spread out for them, right? And so there's a lot more driving and things, and and so they're not, used to the the distance that they have to drive. So we don't try. We have a lot of Canadians. Okay.
Oh, still a lot.
We do have a lot of Canadian that comes here because and we call them the snowbirds, right?
Yes.
They come here for 3 to 6 months, and then they go back, when the weather is nicer. So that we track a lot of Canadians on this, on this island.
Nice. And then I wanted to sort of pocket the things that I've heard about, like we're here in the Hualalei. They have beautiful homes, of course, and we had dinner at the residence restaurant last night. It was amazing. It reminded me of the Outrigger Canoe Club a little bit. And, are they still in demand, these resorts, these 5-star resorts, homes on these resorts? How's the marketplace going on those resorts?
The resorts are always being consistent. Okay. And I kind of did a sort of, just some research where the resort properties, like Four Seasons, Kukios, and we have the new subdivision called Kohana Iki, that when, I seen these development came out, when they first be developed. And the high end part, most of the people it's been consistent. Like in Oahu, you have the real estate like doubled, right? We don't see that in the high end. It's just been very consistent.
Yes.
It's a different type of clientele in the market versus, people who are, moving here, the price range is a little bit different. So I don't see, give you an example, like in 2008, right? Remember that those when, market was really, bad from the 2005. You still have consistent of people buying in the luxury.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so the 20 million, plus market, it's been consistent every year. It hasn't like 20 goes to 40, right? Type of thing. And it's
Yes.
been consistent of that. And so you don't see, a lot of people, where it's very different than the, the further up like like Waikoloa Village, resorts and
Yes.
Malalani type of markets. It's a very different. Yeah.
And then, thank you for that. And then, I know on Oahu, I've met quite a few people who, they don't want to live in that city environment and they want the land and they come here looking for land properties. And I had one of our agents came over here. That's why we didn't refer it to you. Actually, it was a very good friend of hers, and they bought acreage property for about, I think it was like 1.3 million. And then Waimea, and we had a friend who sold a property up at Waikiki Ranch. So, are you seeing Oahu buyers still come to the Big Island a lot, or what are you seeing right now?
There are quite a bit of people from Oahu because you can get a lot more for your money, right?
Yes.
You can sell a property in Oahu for 1.5, right? And maybe on a 10,000 square foot lot, right?
Yeah.
Over here you can get 10 acres, right?
Exactly.
And so people are gravitate toward that type of saying like the, I guess it's the lifestyle, you know. But interesting is also you have to see is whether it's a lifestyle that you have to adjust your life to. Very quiet, right? And because we're so diverse, so a lot of time you have to understand how to live here. For example, of the entire island, we have one Costco.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a long way to go.
That's right. So if you
you have Uber here and Instacart and all that.
No Uber. No.
Oh.
Well, so there is in town, like maybe Hilo and Karanasai. But Waimea, there is no.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
And so that's the thing that you have to just, to your living.
But there's a very good school here, of course.
Yes, there are two very.
Where your daughter went.
Yes.
PA, right?
Yeah, Hawaii Preparatory Academy.
Beautiful school.
Yeah, and also there's Parker School too. Both of them have
private schools.
Private school up in Waimea, and they have both have kids in the last couple of years won the presidential award.
Oh wow!
Yeah, for the state of Hawaii.
State of Hawaii.
Both and one of each.
Excellent.
Yeah. So.
And I know there's a great tennis player coming out of the Big Island. Some young 14-year-old. I forgot to let you know about that.
Okay.
Coming. So there's some really strong athletes coming out of the Big Island.
Because our schools, are because there's so much land, right?
Yeah.
So you have a lot more of outdoors. Living on a Big Island, you have to love the outdoors.
Yes.
Because there's so much to do, right? Hiking, you can go hiking, snorkeling, right?
Yeah.
And there's so much, gorgeous beaches, right?
Yeah.
And that you have to really enjoy the outdoor living, for to kind of understand, right, what you're kind of getting into.
Exactly. And one thing we didn't touch, if somebody wants to get a vacation rental, of course, I'd say, where would you buy it? A 1-bedroom or studio or 2-bedroom if you want to have a small stamp here on the footprint of the Big Island? Well,
that also depends on the price points, right?
Yeah.
Along the whole coast, the Kohala coast, right? It's pretty well known for our vacation rentals.
Yes.
The people come here to vacation, right?
Yes.
And then they can rent it out and they can, come use a couple of times a year if they want to.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. And are you finding vacation rentals are still very strong?
It's very strong.
It's very strong. Are the rents staying the same, or are you finding it increasing? I'm seeing with tourism, generally speaking, the price of hotels, the price of vacation rentals have all gone up.
Right.
Are you finding that on the Big Island too?
No, our price has been pretty consistent. Yeah, we haven't really had an increase of of prices, and that's what I think attracts a lot of people here, right? Because you can rent a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, for 4 people, right? Versus at the hotel, you will have to go out to eat and things like that, right?
Absolutely.
Where you can actually, have a full kitchen, right? And you're still close to the beach. You're actually, a lot of these places, you can, still walk to the beach, in these different resorts. So that's why a lot of people, do come back every year.
I suppose the one big question we have is a lot, with what's going on in the economy in the world, what do you see, in the future here in the next 6 months, a year with the marketplace here? You know, what are you finding?
Well, we started seeing a little drop, the first year of the first quarter basically of this year compared to last year, we had a drop in real estate, in terms of in terms of the
Sorry, we're busy. So yeah, well, we'll keep going. That was the intermission.
Yeah. So, we see, it's just like any market, right? Economy, a lot of people are, holding tight a little bit more. But I think that, Hawaii is the vacation destination in the world, right?
Yeah.
As you know, every time we travel somewhere, people go, where you're from?
Oh, I know, Hawaii. Like
Hawaii, they're like, oh, that's a superstar, right?
You're already a pop star.
Exactly, right? And so I would see that, if we continue, I don't see there's much of a, changes. I do see a shift of people that, move here during COVID. Okay, that don't fully understand, how to live here, are slowly probably going to, move back and things like that. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, it's I know on Oahu right now, the interest rates of course have gone up substantially. And I do see that, and of course the banking being a little more stringent about the loans and the loan ratio to cash, etc. And I've seen in a couple of the luxury sales, it's definitely slowed down a little bit, but the activity's still there.
Yes.
And it sounds like it's the same on the
big island. And also, we also have in the last few years, the high end predominantly are like Four Seasons Kukios, right?
Yeah.
And lately, it's been a lot of more people buying lands on the Hamakua coast side.
Oh, interesting.
Like there's one that just sold for $9 million. It's 1,100 acres.
Wow.
On the Hamakua side.
Interesting.
So people are,
so that's more reclusive than anyway, right?
Yes.
Really getting away from it.
Really good. And we have a lot of people who loves the just along the scenery is because it's so private. I mean, just the Hamakua coastside, we actually have a lot of really well-known book authors.
Nice.
Okay, and they come here for a couple of months.
Yes.
Just write
the book.
Yeah, where no distraction, nothing and stuff like that. So they really loved it. So
well, we're going to wrap up now. There's so much we can talk about, and Peggy also does property management. So the nice thing about that, if someone does purchase here or you have a rental, she has an amazing team that runs with the property management, just like we do now, concierge full service brokerage, right? Now, one of the things we do too, Peggy, is we highlight one of my agents. She's a photographer. She loves going around the island taking beautiful photos. I have my cheat notes here. And we'll go into her theme is pretty in pink. Pink provides a fun pop of color in any primarily green and blue tropical landscape. And I know for the summer, I bought a pink handbag even for this topic.
Great.
Pink is in.
Yes, sounds good.
Anyway, the first photo we have is a trio of soft shades of pink plumerias. A Hualalei is oftentimes a visitor's first introduction to Hawaiian flowers, making a lasting impression because of their lovely fragrance. So, it's absolutely beautiful, those layers when people first get off the plane here. Our second photo, just to go over what that is the beautiful orange feathers of a house finch and pink background make a vibrant eye-catching combination. Pink and orange, which is also a great combination.
Yes.
And the third picture here is how cute are these little pint-sized May Day hula dancers dressed and adorned in pink from head to toe. And our final photo is sending some good luck your way this weekend with this cute and colorful bright green big-eyed gold dust-day gecko sprinkled with hot pink stripes and speckles on its neck and back. Happy Aloha Friday, and everyone have a wonderful weekend. And thank you so much. This has been so much fun.
My pleasure. Aloha.
Aloha.